Hi, I'm Leila Tuazon, and I'm going to discuss my final project, which is Transitional IEP. In our school, we use this TPI, or it means Transition Planning Inventory, student form for our students. And there's like a questions here. We're going to answer strongly disagree, and they will just put 0, and if they agree, they're gonna circle 5 for if they agree it, and then we're gonna tally it. So there's like all statements here about employment, further education training, daily living, leisure activities, community participation, health, self-determination, communication, interpersonal relationships, and there is some additional questions that the student have, like preferences and interests. Aside from that, we use this ONET online that we provide for them and help them how to explore more about the careers that they want to check, or there's like a job analysis here and all the descriptions that they can learn, and we help them and assist them to use this application or tools to let them see or feel like what they really want to do in the future. So when we tally all those, we put the right activities for them, and we start our IEP. So I'm going to pull out my IEP here. I'm going to read the transition. So I'm just going to give the initial. KP is recently enrolled as a 12th grade student in our school. KP completed the transition planning inventory with the assistance of her social worker. During the interview, KP indicated that she is looking to secure full-time employment and eventually get her own apartment and live independently. KP indicated that she was confident in her work habits and skills, but also she needs to work on gaining knowledge about different employment opportunities that would suit her interests and abilities. In addition, KP described herself as confident in terms of self-determination and her interpersonal skills and her physical health, but she indicated concerns in terms of emotional health and communication skills. So all those informations that we gather for the discussion of students' interest, preference, and appropriate transition assessment, we got all those information from this form. So employment required. After high school, Kala will obtain full-time employment. Education. After high school, KP will attend a 2-year program in the field of her choice. And then for our course of study, the student is enrolled in course that will prepare him or her for a career of post-secondary education in the career cluster selected below. So it's the education, training, and child studies. So KP is working toward a Maryland high school diploma with 4 credits in career and research development course that will prepare her for employment in her chosen career cluster. We, in this section where there's like a projected category of exit, the student is projected to exit with Maryland High School diploma and with 4 credits of career and technology program. And I'll go to the next page for our activities for her. So for the transition activities, first thing we need to discuss is the academic. So here KP will maintain a 3.0 GPA or B average during her senior year. So we need to, there's a tracking progress here that she is actually getting a 3.0 GPA during the first quarter and the second quarter of this term. And KP will visit two local two-year college and career center. Let me open the progress there. It says here, due to COVID-19 pandemic resulting in implementing distance learning, the above activity has not been addressed. We will revisit the activity once school reopens, but we're open now. So we're working on that. In the next quarter, we will explore the possibility of doing a virtual open house tour. So for the activities of daily living, KP will participate in activities for basic life skills, which includes developing a budget, the money management, and resume writing. And then there's another progress there. So KP is engaging in some preliminary discussion of money management. So far that's the progress for her. And then we have our independent living. KP will participate in activities for independent living. So for this quarter, KP resulted in this area not being addressed because the opportunity to do so will present itself in the upcoming quarter. So we're still working on that, and the above activity has not been addressed. Again, we're gonna revisit that or work on that on this quarter. So that's for our transition activities. Next, and the final one for the transition part, we have all this. Maybe I want to discuss this agency linkage as well. So for the Division of Rehabilitation Services or DOORS, so she's receiving pre-employment transition services. She's anticipated service for transition, so that's yes. Signed consent for communication, consent for referral, and signed consent to invite agency representatives to the IEP meeting. That's for yes. And Developmental Disabilities Administration or DDA, we said no for that. Behavioral Health Administration, we did yes say for that because this is one of the most concern for her. Signed consent for communication, yes. And then we have this Division of Workforce Development and Adult Learning, Maryland Department of Labor. We said yes for that. There's a signed consent as well. And for the consent to invite agency representative for this MDL, we said other, which is self-referral. So KP is a senior this year and was referred to DOORS on September 11, 2020. And parent completed the pathways consent from form of adult services and college fairs visits. In the same year, parent will complete the PGCPS secondary school collaboration and referral consent form. KP is not eligible for DDA service because she does not meet the eligibility criteria. And parent will provide with information about the BHA self-referral process, and then information about the LLR resources were provided to parent through the MSD transition planning guide. So parent was given the website address that they can gather information about that. During our annual IEP meeting, we present the new IEP to the team, and the parents or guardians, or if the actual student is present in the meeting, they can always ask or request for a revision if they want to add something or they want to change something on the report of the transition IEP, and we can always adjust and change anything on the IEP that they wanted us to change, not just on the transition part, but the IEP in general. So that was it for my assignment for transition IEP. Thank you, and I've learned a lot from this course.